everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so incredibly happy to have you here with me today. My name is Alicia. I talk about all things finances, spirituality, inner work, and lifestyle related. If you're interested in this content, I hope that you would stick around and join me in today's video. Let's get right into the topic. Okay, so I have my notes down here with me so I can let you guys know the thoughts that I was having yesterday, and I figured why not film a video about it, because it is kind of in alignment with everything that I've already been talking about in my past videos. Again, I do apologize for the noisy background. We're still working on the mic. Okay, so today's topic is how to effectively change your money story. And we're going to target, this is actually also in relation to a comment that I got on my previous video, and all of these thoughts started pouring out. So I wanted to just make a video about it. In the comment, the lovely person mentioned that when they were little, they didn't have a problem attracting money. They didn't have blocks and limiting beliefs to stop them from attracting money. Typically when you're younger, because you're still in a state where your mind is so open to receiving blessings, you tend to attract things more easily. You sometimes attract money that you don't need, but it just comes to you. So the reason being, as I've mentioned, is because you tend to be more open. You don't have all these limiting beliefs that have already been implanted into you through your experiences and environment. So one way, if your story is similar to this person, one way you can try and figure out where the core memory began for you, and the subconscious reason why you're struggling with money right now, is look at your parents. Growing up, what were their beliefs around money? Did they have a lack mentality, meaning they never had enough, we always need money, no, I need money for this, we don't have enough money, we can't afford that? Or if they had a scarcity money, meaning money, I guess lack and scarcity are kind of hand in hand, but they never had enough money. Money was never available to them, and they couldn't afford this, they couldn't afford that. No, we have to save for this and that, so we can't buy these things. And very restrictive with money, depending on the circumstances that they're in. You know, sometimes it's not their fault because they're also learning to manage themselves and manage their own money, so they don't know how to teach us good money habits and good beliefs around money because they're also figuring out themselves. So look at your parents' story. When you were growing up, what did you hear about money in your household? Perhaps you didn't even hear anything at all about money in your household. Maybe it was never discussed at all in your household. Those things will surface within you and within your memory, and it's gonna help you start understanding what kind of money story was introduced to you as a kid in your own home. So another thing is, how does it feel to have money right now? Let's say somebody gifts you $50. How do you feel to have that $50? Do you feel like, oh my God, this is such amazing. It's my lucky day. I just got an extra $50. Yes, that's $50 more than I had before. Or do you feel, oh my God, I have to put this away. I have to save it. Like, this $50 will never come by again. How do you feel when you have money? Do you feel like you need to be in a rush to spend the money? Do you feel anxiety around having the money? Do you feel happiness surrounding the money, around having the money? Knowing how you feel about having money is also going to help you identify what your money habits are. Because if you feel anxious about having money, you're typically going to be the type of person who like blows it. It's like, I cannot have it. It needs to go somewhere, or someplace somewhere it needs to go. Or if you feel like you're the type of person that you grew up without receiving things from your parents, and you always heard like, you can't have this, you can't have that, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, then you tend to want to give yourself everything without having any sort of awareness of being responsible with your money. So how do you feel when you have money? Do you impulse buy? Are you money guarding? Those things, they should surface up within you when you think about it. So the steps to pinpoint your first memory, obviously I've talked about it in the previous videos. Once you pinpoint that first memory, then you figure out your emotions that are associated with that memory, because that, if you follow the dots backwards, it kind of leads you to where you are now and how you are with your finances. So the next thing that you're going to do once you understand the kind of emotions that you have around your money, you have to learn to release those emotions. And that probably is not going to come easy. So some ways that you can, what you can do to help you release those emotions are through meditation, through guided meditation, through prayer, through journaling. However you're able to release your emotions, maybe it may not be around money, but in general in your life, apply that in this scenario. Whatever emotions, if they are heavily negative, you have to learn to let go and release those emotions, because you want to free up your body to be able to accept the new financial story and money story that you want, the new ideas, behaviors, habits that you want about your finances. You want to be able to have the room and capacity to accept it and hold it. So it's really, really important to release those emotions. Okay, so moving on. So now that you've released it, and I will say this, it's not going to happen like this overnight. It's going to take multiple attempts of letting go, of forgiving, of journaling, praying, meditating continuously, catching yourself when it happens continuously. So that way you can rewrite the story that you've been telling yourself about money into the one that you actually want, okay? So it doesn't happen overnight, and don't feel discouraged if you stumble and fall. It happens. We're human. You just have to pick yourself back up and keep going, keep trying. As long as you don't give up, then the possibility and capacity of you succeeding is much higher than you giving up. Okay, so now that you understand that you have to release the emotions, you have to determine how you want to feel about your money moving forward. So I would highly recommend you writing this down. Write a sort of like a paragraph or two, or however many pages you need, about how you want to feel about money. For example, I want to feel secure about money. I want to feel confident when I have money. I want to feel like I'm disciplined. I want to feel like I'm not scared to hold money in my bank account. I want to feel like it feels empowering to know that I'm free because I'm managing my money well. I've taken care of my basic needs. I make sure that I'm able to have fun. I make sure that I have my emergency fund. I want to feel good knowing that I've taken care of myself in that arena. I want to feel happy, excited, confident. How do you want to feel about money? Write that down, the emotions you want associated with it. Then you're gonna write, okay, now that this version of me is coming out, I know how I want to feel. What habits is this person gonna have? Is she budgeting? Is she planning? Is she checking her bank statements? Is she making sure she's not spending unnecessarily? What habits is this new person with these new emotions have? Write it down. So once you figure out all these steps, because you're rewriting your story about money, you want to start acting like this person now. You want to start having, when you get money, instead of feeling scared or anxious, you're like, no, wait, that's the past version of me. What is it that I want to feel? I want to feel excited. I am confident. I am so grateful to have this money. And I know that I can do so many great things with this money. I'm excited to have more money come into me. Then you go into, what habits will this person have? Okay, so I'm gonna make my budget and allocate this $50 towards my goals. I wanna get a new car, so I'm gonna put the $50 towards that. I want to eat healthy, so I'm gonna put the $50 towards that. What are the habits that this person has? You're gonna have to start literally acting like this person so that you can embody the person and it becomes you. Okay, so, like I said this before, this will take multiple attempts. It'll take multiple attempts to solidify in your subconscious mind the beliefs that you're now having about money and the habits that are associated with those beliefs. So by choosing the new version of you, your new money story, every single time you choose that version, you are solidifying it in your subconscious mind. And so that way, your mind starts to choose that path every single time you get money. You start having those emotions, those beliefs, and it becomes natural, almost as easy as breathing. Just as how it is as easy as breathing for you now with the beliefs that you currently have about money. You don't even think about it, it just happens. So now that you're actively choosing to choose a different path, it's not going to be easy. We all go through learning curves when we're doing something new, but then the more we do it and the more we stick to it, the more it gets embedded into us. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for sticking along to the end of the video. I'm really grateful that you watched it through. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!